Camelot 331 here, and Crackle Barrel finally cracked the damn whip. Yes, it's true. Those who were responsible for the damn logo and the damn decor, the live, laugh, and love folks, have been fired, terminated, effective immediately, along with a bunch of other executives, but that's later. But it's pretty wild. They're finally pulling the trigger. It's not very often that companies admit when they were wrong. My favorite saying that I like to repeat over and over like a broken record is people would rather watch their entire world burn down than admit to someone that they were wrong. Well, it looks like Crackle Barrel has admitted they did wrong and they're firing everyone responsible. So before we get into this sauce like this, make sure you comment down below. Look, dudes, you have to comment or else I lose everything. Do you want me to be like Crackle Barrel? I didn't even do anything. I have the same logo, kind of. Same decor, kind of. Come on now. Support your boy. So here we go. This is all the changes, including the logo and the redesign drama. It says Crackle Barrel announced today leadership and organizational structure enhancements as the company refocuses its focus on delivering outstanding food and experiences guests love. So it looks like they're hinting at the fact that the food tastes like straight up diarrhea and booty cheeks. And they're trying to fix it so it tastes like freshly washed booty cheeks, which is much more preferable when you're down spending the weekend in Las Vegas. It says these changes to our organizational structure, along with new leadership appointments and promotions, mark a strategic step forward as we sharpen our focus on consistently craveable food and warm country hospitality. I wish they would stop using phrases that sound like they're just plucking it out of a weird ass like Mark Twain book. I don't know about you, but it just feels like really disingenuous. It says the president and chief executive officer Julie Massino of Crackle Barrel says this transition reduces layers in the organization as we bring a hyper focus on ensuring both every plate served and every interaction with our guests reflects the care and the quality we stand for. Keep in mind, Julie Massino is the CEO and has been the CEO who kind of avoided all accountability when she was asked about this. She said, "Oh, we're everybody loves what we're doing and everybody likes the changes. We've heard nothing negative, and anybody saying anything negative, they're just wrong." You know, that's what she said the other day until things blew up a little too much. The updated organizational structure, which is also designed to streamline the leadership team and better support the field, includes the following leadership changes. Here we go. Doug Heisel, previously VP of Field Operations, has been promoted to Store Operations, overseeing field operations and operations services. Mr. Heisel is an 18-year veteran of Crackle Barrel and brings a strong ability to balance operational excellence with a deep understanding of people in Crackle Barrel's processes and standards. Just to let you know, these press releases are just for shareholders. That's why they have all this nonsensical vocabulary and overtly structured like touting of somebody's accolades and accomplishments and whatnot. Says Mr. Heisel started at the company as an assistant manager in Indianapolis, Indiana in 2007 and has served in various other operational roles of increasing responsibility. As the operations team has reorganized, the company has restructured responsibilities and eliminated the role of SVP and chief restaurant and retail operations officer previously held by Cami Spilliards. So this is actually, they got rid of a position and now they're opening another position. Thomas Young is rejoining the company as vice president, menu strategy and innovation, replacing Matthew Banton. Mr. Young previously served in the role at Crackle Barrel from 2022 to 2024 and was responsible for developing some of the company's most successful menu introductions of the past several years while overseeing and honoring classic favorites, including Chicken Barrel's chicken and rice pot roast. Mr. Young brings significant experience in the restaurant industry, driving menu innovation strategy rooted in classic country dishes. You see how this is all worded? This is absolute bullshit. I'm just letting you know. You know, as somebody that's been involved in the corporate companies for like the last 15, 20 years, yeah, this is all bullshit. Heather Hager, VP Retail and Design, and Heather Gammon, VP Demand Planning, are each talking about expanding roles and absorbing responsibilities of Laura Daly, SVP Chief Merchant and Retail Supply Chain, following her recent announcement of retirement. Now, says Heather, VP of Retail and Design. Heather seems to be the person responsible for destroying the company, but we don't know that for sure. It says, we are grateful to Laura for her leadership, including being a driven force behind the growth of our retail business during her tenure, and thank Cammie for the meaningful contributions and impact she made through her nearly a decade at the company. On behalf of our entire team, we wish Laura and Cammie the best in their next chapters. Oh, I'm looking forward to working closely with Doug, Heather, and Thomas in their new roles, being more directly connected with our field operations. See how this is all bullshit? There's not even a point in reading all this bullshit. All right, now, that being said, the company has announced today that is ending its engagement with Profit, the global, keep in mind, I hope you're paying attention, the global strategic and creative growth consultancy that advised Crackle Barrel on its previous brand refresh initiatives, including the logo and restaurant redesigns. Global strategic. Have you guys wondered, even for a moment, why all these companies, all these organizations, all these movie studios, every single piece of entertainment, every single piece of every single aspect of your life is going the exact same direction? And then you find out behind the scenes they all hired the same firm that's completely funded by one organization every single time. It's freaking spooky, and I don't understand the strategy behind it because they always fail, but they keep getting funded. It's very, very spooky. You'll see an executive that founded some kind of DEI firm, and then the firm fails or crashes and burns, and then they get hired on as the VP of DEI for like another giant corporation. They just fell up, and I want that to happen to me. I would like to fell up. Please. How do I do that? This post says right here, Cracker Barrel just cut ties with the San Francisco consulting firm that was responsible for its rebranding that prompted strong backlash nationwide. Yet another sign they're listening to customer response. As old Trumpy advised, keep in mind it's in San Francisco. I'm not very shocked. Everything that comes out of there is poison. Poison, I tell you. Cracker Barrel is no longer working with Profit, which advised the company on the modern logo and redesign choices. The company also just completed a change in its organizational structure, refreshing the leadership team to improve service. Keep listening to customers and Trumpy. To be completely fair, and I'm not trying to be a dickbag here, but if it was still super profitable to go in this over-the-top woke, like destroy the past direction, they would continue to do it. Why do you think Emma Watson suddenly is trying to say she loves J.K. Rowling after shitting on her for 10 years? Because it's not profitable anymore. Everybody's trying to change their opinions for where the money and the job opportunity lies. But unfortunately, those that have kept the same beliefs and the same principles are tramping over these people immediately. No one wants you because we see right through your goofy ass. No, thank you. You can eat our unwashed cheeks. And trust me, it's been 5 days for me. So shit's about to get real fast. No pun intended. So let's just take a small gander at the website for Profit right now. And I can pretty much guess what we're going to see. This is the company that was responsible for pretty much sinking Crackle Barrel completely and destroying the company, probably in a way where it will never come back unless they really go hard into the conservative idea, which is probably what they're going to do to try to survive because that seems what's profitable currently. But it says right here, transforming organizations to drive sustainable growth. Look at this: talent, capabilities, culture, behaviors, just a bunch of legal jargon or corporate jargon, if you will. Experiences, teamwork, common growth, employees. Here's their leadership team. Our thinking, research, blah, blah, blah. Chick-fil-A, CVS. Here's their clients: Marriott, General Electric, Electrolux, T-Mobile, Regal, Gatorade, UBS, Formula E. What the fuck? Keurig, Green Mountain. Look at all these. Look at all these. Pretty interesting. Now let's do something real quick. I have a question. A question. Let's click the culture. The uncommon culture, uncommon growth by uncommon people. What could this mean? Oh, look, women. Our differences represent our greatest strength. That's why we promise to support our differences by elevated voices of employees, fostering membership and enhancing diversity and inclusion across all our global offices. Oh my God, can you believe it? Look at this. Women, Profit, Pride, Black, Asian, Latinos, Profit, LGBTQ. Look, dude, let me reiterate something real quick. There's nothing wrong with these things. If you are a member of the LGBT, that's great, man. I'm support the hell at you. Okay. If you're a different color, that's even more great. Okay. That's awesome. Hell yeah. But when a giant billion-dollar corporation is like putting their fingers in the pie, that's when you know things are getting very nefarious very fast. This shit's dead, and I'm glad it's dead, and I can't wait to see it buried. Make sure you guys like, comment down below, and get the hell on it, diggity doggone it.